The meal deal is one of the greatest things ever invented by the United Kingdom of Great Britain, and is one of the main reasons why it is so prosperous today. It would seem that these staples of lunchtime value for money may seem small at first, but they are actually one of the greatest things ever invented. British people are so passionate about meal deals, it's equivalent to that of fish and chips, Greggs, Colin the Caterpillar cakes and Smack Barn Pea Wets. Meal deals are an always safe bet if you're a salaryman working in the big city, a night shift worker at a warehouse, a lonely housewife in Scunthorpe, or a drunk student walking home from a night out. The meal deal is versatile and can suit anybody's needs. The initial idea of what we now refer to as a meal deal was pioneered by Boots in 1985. I remember the first meal deal I ever had. I was 12 or 13 at Heathrow Airport, ready to go on holiday, and my dad asked me, "Oi, Drongo, you hungry?" And since it was early in the morning, the sun hadn't risen yet, and it was 6 hours before our flight, I was quite hungry. I answered with yes, and my dad said, "Okay, wait here, don't get kidnapped." And he walked into a Boots and came back with a Ploughman's no mayo, an orange Doritos and a Fanta. I was a bit resilient at first because I didn't really like vegetables, but since I was so hungry and not going to eat for probably half a day, I decided yes, and I ate it. And to this day, that sandwich is the best sandwich I've ever eaten in my life. And when I turned 16 and got access to my own money and was allowed to leave the house, I scoured across the entire country to find a sandwich that was good enough or came close to it. Meal deals are very personal. If someone ever insults your meal deal choice, that is a perfectly justifiable reason to throw hands or kick their kids in the face. You might be thinking, why am I so defensive of what is basically a pre-packaged sandwich, saturated carbohydrates and spicy water? Because my meal deal represents me in a person and everything I am. And if you insult my meal deal, you're insulting me. And what do you think I'm going to do? There's a meal deal for everyone, no matter their race, gender, sexuality, religion. There's a meal deal for everyone, and no meal deal is inherently wrong. I'm not the only one passionate about meal deals. There is even a Facebook group called Meal Deal Talk UK/EU, and there's currently 45,000 members on it. If that doesn't show how passionate people are, I don't know what else can. The group mainly consists of people posting their meal deal combinations and getting them rated by other people, but it's mainly people being called a nonce for having weird meal deal tastes. Ask your significant other or your partner what their go-to meal deal is. If their choice is exactly the same as yours, get rid of them, dump them, they're a gold digger. The best meal deal is something that has a good combination of flavour and taste. If somebody buys red, ready settled crisps, just ham, and smart water, they are probably the most boring person alive. Their favourite colour is beige, and they probably clap in the plain lands. A meal deal can represent someone and what point of their life they are in. For me, when I was a fat 16-year-old kid, my go-to meal deal choice was a Ploughman's no mayo, a White Monster, and Walker's Max Paprika. However, as I learned more about nutrition and not want to be fat anymore, my meal deal choice changed to what is now prawn mayonnaise, salted popcorn, and White Monster still. However, I wouldn't drink the White Monster straight away, I'd save it for later. It goes to show that the meal deal is great and can suit anyone's needs, not for anything. And it's possibly the most accurate personality test ever. If I was ever in the dangerous situation of going out on a date, and if I were to organise where we would go, I would not go to some cliche place like the cinema, the fairground, Nando's, or somewhere else. I would organise it to be in town, next to a Tesco, and I would not eat until I get there. Therefore I can say, "Hey, you want to get a meal deal?" And the usual answer is, "Oh, sorry, I forgot I have a doctor's appointment, I need to go." However, if they do agree, that means they're confident in themselves and what they believe in. But if they buy ready salted crisps or fruit, I would be a bit concerned. If they buy a tuna sandwich, I would put my keys in my hands for safety. And if they bought a San Pellegrino, I would call my mates and watch over me in case I get kidnapped. And if they buy all three, call the police and/or an insane asylum, because that is where they belong. And that is meal deals. The most important thing the United Kingdom has ever created, and the greatest, most accurate personality test ever created. Meal deals define the UK as a country, and every individual lives on it. In fact, today, for this video, I decided to get a meal deal because I haven't had one in like 3 months. And let me show you what I got. Alright, so let's take that. So then, as a main, I got free-range egg mayonnaise because they didn't have prawn mayo because the Tesco's in my area just doesn't have any time. Because for my side, I got like this little sea popcorn. I guess I'm a bit insane, so stay at least 5 meters away from me. And finally, for my drink, I got a UFit strawberry protein shake because you know that would have cost me £5.15, but instead, that's £3 meal deal. Save £2.15, mate. And that is my meal deal. I will now recite the meal deal prayer. This is my meal deal. There are many others like it, but this one is mine. I understand others will not agree with my meal deal, and that is perfectly fine. However, those people are nonsense and have the wrong opinion. Screw them. Amen. So then, I'm Ramos. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe because I really need the help. I really need it. And I'll hopefully see you again. See ya.